Hey, good morning, Advanced Math kids. This is Miss Lefort, and we are looking at the third lesson for section 2.2, linear equations. This is writing linear equations. We do want to go to the slope-intercept form, which you remember is y equal to mx plus b. That's how it's going to end up looking. And this time we're given a point and a slope. So you want to use your point slope form, which is this, y minus y sub 1 equal to m times x minus x sub 1, and rearrange it to get it into that slope-intercept form. So notice on number 1, we got through the point 4, 4, slope is 0. So we do y minus 4 equal to slope is 0 times x minus 4. And we solve this, and we get x minus 4 equals 0. Y minus 4 equals 0, so y is equal to 4. All right, so this is the one that's kind of different. Remember, anytime you have 0 slope, then it just is y equal to some number, whatever number happens to be basically right there. All right, number 2, through the point negative 2, 4, slope is negative 3. So again, we're using our point slope form and filling it in. So y minus the y value, which is 4, equal to m, which is our slope, which is negative 3, times x minus negative 2. Well, if it's minus negative 2, I'm going to go ahead and put plus 2. Okay, so if you need to write that extra step, you're more than welcome to write that. And now we just got to clean this up and get it into slope-intercept form. So we've got distributive property right there. So negative 3x minus 6, and then we add the 4. So what is that? Minus 2, I believe, yeah. All right, so there's number 2. And all of this is basically the same thing. We're just doing over and over, let you see lots of different examples. Okay, so number 3, we have y minus negative 2 equal to negative 6/5 times x minus 0. So y plus 2 equal to negative 6/5 x. Let's see, that would be 0. Okay, so now we just want to minus the 2. So negative 6/5 x minus 2. There we go, slope-intercept form. Number 4, y minus 2 equal to 1 times x minus negative 1. And then simplify it. So x plus 1, so y equals to x. So you got to add 2, so that's plus 3. Alrighty, see, these aren't too bad. Y minus 1 equal to the slope, which was negative 1/5, times x minus a negative 5. Now we do distributive property to clean that up. Let's see, that would be minus 1. And then we add 1. And if I add 1, notice that goes to 0. So you don't have to put the plus 0. You can leave it as just y equals negative 1/5 x. All right, now notice this one, number 6, is different because our slope is undefined. That's a special thing. You can't plug in the word undefined in your formula for the point slope form. So you just need to know that this is a vertical line. It is a vertical line, and it's always the x equal to whatever x value is of the point, okay? So if x has a 4, then it's a 4. So this is a special case, doesn't follow the rules. You're just going to need to know that if you see undefined slope, it's x equal to some number. All right, number 7. Y minus 2 equal to 6/5 times x minus 5. And then we just clean it up. Distributive property. And then add the 2 to get y by itself. If I add 2, what is that? Minus 4, yeah. Minus 4. Alrighty, so number 8. Y minus a negative 1 is equal to negative 4/5 times x minus 0. So y plus 1 is negative 4/5 x, and y is equal to negative 4/5 x minus 1. All right, so far so good. All right, so on number 9, looks like we got a couple more of these. This would be y minus a negative 5 equal to 2 times x minus a negative 3. And then if we clean this up, distributive property here, that would be plus 6 on the side, and then subtract the 5, so I get y equal to 2x plus 1. It's nice when they're pretty like that. And then number 10, this would be y minus 4 equal to negative 8/5 times x minus a negative 5. So y minus 4 equals to negative 8/5 x minus 8. And then if we add 4 to both sides, that gives us minus 4. Alrighty, there we go. Okay, so on this next part, notice that instead of giving us a point and the slope, they're just giving us 2 points. So if I want slope-intercept form, which is y equal mx plus b, and I'm first going to need to find m, and then use one of those points in my point-slope form, just like we were doing. So we're adding an extra step here. So if you remember, slope is the difference of the y's over the difference of the x's. So notice the first step would be to find our slope. So it's 1 minus negative 4 over negative 3 minus 3. So I get 5 over negative 6. So that's just negative 5/6. So once I have the slope, I can use either one of the points. I'm going to choose to use the first point in all of these examples because that's kind of what we did on these others, and I'm going to just keep the same form. But you can use either one. When you rearrange it, it'll give you the same answer, so it should be mathematically correct. So y minus negative 4 equal to negative 5/6 times x minus 3. So that's y plus 4 equal to negative 5/6x plus, oh golly gee, let's see. The 3 cancels with the 6, so this gives us, what, 5/2, I think. So now I'm going to subtract the 4 from both sides, and that gives me negative 3/2. And you can use a calculator for that math if you need to, not a problem. All right, so number 12. Find the slope first. So negative 5 minus 2, negative 1 minus 0. So that's negative 7 over negative 1. That doesn't look like a 1 now, does it? Let me fix that. Okay, so negative 1. So this would be 7. So now I'm going to use the first point just like we did before. I'm going to use that every single time. So y minus 2 is equal to 7 times x minus 0. So y minus 2 equal to 7x. So y is 7x plus 2. All right, a few more. Number 13, slope. Difference of the y, so 5 minus negative 5 over 2 minus 4. So that's 10 over negative 2, so I get negative 5. And again, I'm just going to use the first point. I'm going to do the same thing on all of these. So y minus a negative 5 equal to negative 5 times x minus 4. So y plus 5 is equal to negative 5x plus 20. Subtract my 5, and I get y equal to negative 5x plus 15. All right, number 14. Negative 3 minus 5 over 4 minus 0. So that's negative 8 over 4, so it's negative 2. Again, using my first point, so y, oops, forgot to go back to the different color. Y minus 5 equal to negative 2 times x minus 0. Do my distributive property here and add the 5. All right, almost done. 2 more. Okay, so number 15. Find the slope, difference of the x's. So negative 2 minus 0 over the difference of the y, over difference of the x's. So negative 2 minus 1. So this is negative 2 over negative 3. So this is 2/3. Again, I'm going to use my first point. So y minus 0 equal to 2/3 times x minus 1. So y would be equal to 2/3 x minus 2/3. Alrighty. And last one that we're doing together, find our slope. This would be 1 minus 3 over 2 minus negative 4. So it's negative 2 over 6, which simplifies to negative 1/3. Now again, I'm going to use my first point. So y minus 3 is equal to negative 1/3 times x minus a negative 4. So let's see. Oh, this one's not going to cancel with my fraction, but that's okay. This is minus 4/3. Then if I add 3, and you can use a calculator if you need to, negative 4/3 plus 3 gives me a positive, I want to say it's 5/3, so hopefully that's right. All right, we have now finished the notes for this section, so you have your homework, which should be attached to this sheet. Once you finish that, you can submit it to Show Me so I can give you some feedback. If not, you'll turn it in on the next class time that you see me. Thanks.